What about board process? What are the key processes that organizations need to put in place if they want to be a successful board?
One of those is you need to have successful meetings. Okay, so for me, one of the critical elements that I look for in successful board performance is who sets the agenda. The board, I think, has the responsibility to set the agenda for the meeting. Too often, the CEO does it. And the CEO not only sets the agenda, but sets the process. Again, this is a process that's critical. For example, I'm in too many meetings where I see we have a board agenda where first we're going to have the chief marketing officer who's going to present something, and then the chief financial officer is going to present something, and then the chief manufacturing officer is going to present something. And there's very little time for discussion. This is not about presentations. This is about discussions and controversies and making decisions and getting inputs from the board rather than talking to the board. And I think you need collaboration with the CEO. So you need a CEO who gets along with the chairman, but the CEO needs to understand that he or she works for the board and he or she is the employee of the board. So if the board decides against a strategic initiative of the CEO, that should happen on occasion if you have independent boards.
Do you have any examples from your experience you can share with our audience?
I remember being with a very large corporate board, and they were thinking about making a billion-dollar investment in a foreign country manufacturing plant. And there was some discussion, but nobody really wanted to go against the CEO who had spent 6 months researching this, the marketing officer, the manufacturing officer. They had a plan already developed, and they decided they wanted to go forward. And there was some rumblings around the board about whether this was a good idea, but they didn't stand up to the CEO. And I talked with them about it, and I said, I think you need to take your position. Maybe the CEO's right, but it could be the CEO's wrong. And the CEO might be a great CEO and might make many very good decisions, but may make some mistakes. And you can't go about making a billion-dollar mistake without your strategic oversight. And so those are the kinds of things that I think too often CEOs don't, boards don't do.